And then we will get started in a seat, so a lot of you are already there. Cross your legs or sit on a block, whatever feels comfortable. And then once you're seated, just inhale, shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale, shoulders down your back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down. And then chin down to the chest. Take your chin over to the right. And then up and around. All the way back down to the chin. Same side to the right. Up, back, around, and then to the left this time. Chin to the left. Up. Side. Nice, Caitlin. Down. One more. Back. Good. And then inhale, look forward. Take the arms up. Interlace your hands and then take the inside of the palm up. From here, try to line up the biceps next to the ears. So really line it up. Lengthen. Ribs off the hips. Good. And then from here, just take a side bend over towards the right. Yeah, try to ground the sitting bones, both of them, arms straight as possible. Inhale, center, and then a side bend over to the left. Just awakening the side body here. Inhale, center, and then take a seated twist, but keep the arms long. Open the arms, and then just look over to the right. And then try to find that spin through the mid-back. Inhale up, and then take it to the other side, open twist. So noticing how the spine's doing today. We're gonna be doing a lot of spine work. Inhale up, and then from here, find your tabletop. So find your all fours. Inhale for cow pose, lift your chest, lift your tail. And then exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, lengthen, tail up, head up, gaze. Exhale, curl. Good. And then from here, regular spine. Take the right arm forward. Send the left leg back. So just find enough space for you to really stretch it out. Have your heel at hip height only, so lower it a little bit, Parker. Yeah, and then everyone bring the ribs up and in here. Resist the gravity on the left hand. Nice, Avi, and then bring it down, hands and knees, other side. Take the right leg back and send the left arm forward. Look straight down here. Feel the weight on the right wrist. Just start to lift the core a bit more. Good, and then exhale, hands down. One more time, inhale for cow pose, just lengthen the spine. And exhale, round your back. From here, tuck the toes right away, downward facing dog, hips up. Start to move with the heels here, bending one knee, bending the other. As much as you can, ground your palms, finger pads press, knuckles, and then hips really high here. Stay strong. Compact the outer hips together. Then from here, lower down to the knees. Inhale for cow pose. And exhale straight to down dog, hips back. A few more times, inhale, heels up. Exhale, lower your knees. Good, inhale for cow. Exhale, down dog. Starting to feel the weight into the hands. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees down. Inhale for cow pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. One last time. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees down. Good. Inhale for cow. Good, Avi. And then exhale, downward dog. Very good. Walk your feet to the center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward all the way. And then once you're in your forward fold, just really take the elbows to the sides here. Lengthen through the hamstrings. Allow your chest to touch your thighs. And then all together, take the hands behind you. Inhale, interlace, lift, chest expansion. Triceps engaged. Exhale, fold forward. Keep that generous bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, one last. Switch the interlace, so other pointer finger forward. And then inhale, halfway lift again. This time, keep the knees bent. Exhale, extend the arms forward. Frame the biceps with the ears here. Yeah, strengthen your back. And then inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, straight into a back bend. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, swan dive all the way down to your forward fold, a little longer. Yeah, very good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Just feel every bone in the back. Inhale, rise up. Stabilize the legs. Exhale, back bend. One more time all together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up to standing. And then take the hands behind your seat, your lower back, and find your back bend here. Think of your elbows pointing back. Think of your shoulders opening. Try to unlock your jaw. Engage your glutes. Yeah, very good, Parker. Keep breathing, everyone. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. If you can, hold on to your ankles for this one, and then really round your back onto the thighs. Look towards your belly button as you tuck the chin into your chest. Good. And then from here, place your fingertips onto the ground, little bit of a halfway lift. Practicing a bit of balancing on the toes. So on the inhale, lift high onto the tippy toes as you lift your heels up. Try to keep the arms straight and only balance on the fingertips. So hopefully that feels pretty good. And then exhale, heels down. Sit back onto the heels. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, rise up to the tippy toes. Just find your balance. And then if you want to challenge, look down and in towards your belly button. So curl forward. Very good. Exhale, heels down. One more time. Try to feel the stretch in the low back. One more time. Lift the heels. Round. The biggest challenge here is you want to gaze to the navel. Round the shoulder blades. Yes, Caitlin. Very good. And sit down to frog. Good. Let it go. Once you're in frog, just take a few stretches. Just open up. Let go of your weak. Any tension that you're feeling in the body, open up through the other side. Just really allow yourself to take up space. Good. And then from here, press the hands down to the mat, down dog. Inhale, shift to your plank pose and stay in plank. Tuck your toes underneath the heels and then broaden through the collarbone. Yes, thighs engaged. Inner thighs squeeze. Tailbone long here, chin off the chest. Just stay in your plank. Strengthen your side body. Very good. One more breath. On the exhale, down dog, hips back. Take 5 breaths in your down dog. And then notice, can you start to deepen the breath? We're about through our warm up, so just feel the warmth in the arms, the legs, the glutes, your core. Good. And then inhale the right leg high, send it up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale to warrior one right away. Spread your right toes if possible, and then really explore the hips today. So just feel where you notice the stretch the most. Is it in the back of the leg? Is it in your front body? And try to relax your face. And then in this warrior one, breathe deeply. Equalize the inhales, equalize the exhales. Connect the palms at the top. Try not to let your ribs flare out, and try to frame your ears with your biceps. Look straight forward. On the exhale, pyramid pose, bring it down. Flex your right foot, lengthen through the spine, and then long line from the sacrum all the way to the crown of the head. Then look down on top of the right ankle and then just lengthen the back of the neck here. All right, so we're gonna do something a little bit interesting. In our pyramid pose, find your foot down on the ground, and then inhale for cow pose in this shape. So bend, Bobby, bend into the right knee, it's tiny cow pose. And then exhale, lift your foot up to the sky and round for cat. All right, so it's very small. Let's do that again. Plant your right foot, inhale for cow pose, bend your right knee. Yes, and it doesn't have to bend all the way, just enough you feel that curve in the back, and then exhale, round for cat, but lift your right toes up. Arms are straight if you can. One last time, inhale for like a small cow pose here. Drag your fingertips back. You can really feel that stretch in the back left leg. Good, and then exhale, round and curl in. And then replace your right foot down. On an inhale, rise up, warrior one. On the exhale, get ready, hands to hips. Step into your right foot as you lift your left knee up. All right, so just explore that. Very good. On the exhale, warrior three. Just tip forward as your leg goes back. Inhale, stand up, lift your left knee. Look straight forward, and exhale, warrior three. Leg back, head a little bit forward. Nice, you guys. And then inhale, left knee up. Last one, exhale, warrior three. And then release the back foot, rise up, warrior one. On the exhale, standing splits, right leg down, left leg up. Notice where you feel this in the hamstrings on the right leg. Maybe you feel it on the left. Is it more in the middle of the hamstring? Is it towards the higher part? Just feel the pose. Lift your right arch off the floor. And then everyone crouch and curl into a little ball. Lift your heels. Take your palms forward or up to the sky. Nice. Once you feel really balanced here, you can go for a frog pose or a crow pose. For this crow pose, focus on lifting your hips up. So almost like, remember this cat pose we've been doing. So focus on that. So really round, look straight ahead. Only 2 more breaths. And then we'll meet in your frog. So lower the feet. Good. Lift your arms forward. And then find your stretch again towards the left. Open, expand. Very good. And then to the right. Take the hands to the ground. Find your plank. Hold. Make this a really good plank. Find that shaking a little bit. Really commit to refining the feeling in every single pose using your breath. One last. Use your core, hips up, downward facing dog. Take it back. All right, very good. Inhale the left leg high, all the way. Exhale, step it forward. Right away, inhale, warrior one. Move your left foot if you need, move your right foot. And then if you can, just try to have your peripheral vision clear of your arms. So you're really freeing up the front half space of your body. And then trying your best to take the biceps next to the ears, keeping the ribs down. So always feeling that stretch. Yeah, very good. Stay strong. Unclench toes, jaw, your teeth. Be really soft here. Align your left knee over the heel, maybe the arch. And then when you're ready, connect the palms as you feel the forearms bringing itself closer to one another. Yes, good. You might feel this a lot in the biceps, maybe your back, maybe your shoulders. Just keep breathing. Straighten the right leg. The right one. Bend into the left. Stay strong here. Good, and then take your hands to your hips. Lengthen, and then exhale, fold forward, find your pyramid pose. Then notice if your legs are where you want them to be. Make any adjustments. Yeah, good, Parker. And then getting ready here, flex your left toes up to the sky. Notice how that shortens the front line of the body but lengthens the back line. So the left hamstring. And then we'll go ahead and do our cat-cow. So plant your left foot, tiny bend into the left knee, lift your chest for like a little bit of a cow. Your tailbone will flip up, let it happen. Yeah, and then you're trying to increase the space between your ribs and your hips. On the exhale, round into cat. You want your shoulder blades to move apart here. Yes, Caitlin, very good. And then shoulder blades apart, flex your toes. If you have blocks, this will be easier. And then inhale for cow, bend into the left knee, look up. So think of the neck and the tailbone like into like a letter U shape, like a really small letter U or a J. And then exhale, round. One more. We're gonna be using this later. Inhale for cow pose, in warrior one legs. And exhale, round yourself, final time, flex the toes. Try to be a little bit more into the right leg. Good, and then plant the left foot. Inhale, rise back to warrior one. Take your hands to your hips again. Transfer the weight into your left foot, and then inhale, rise up with the right knee up. Getting ready on the exhale. You can do the arms back for this one, warrior three. Staying on the same leg, inhale, right knee up. Yes, hinging, hinge at the hips, lean forward, arms can go back. Let this kind of be focused on the left leg, and then inhale, right knee up. Ooh, yeah, working on balance. Exhale, back. One last. And then when you're in warrior three, you'll slowly lower the hands to the ground and find your standing splits. So right leg is up this time. Start to explore how high you want your right leg to go. Remember, you can always challenge yourself, find a balance, hold on to the ankle. One more breath, make sure you're breathing. On the exhale, crouch and curl, both feet to the center, lift the heels up, arms forward. And our intention for this one is to really focus on your back. All right, so from here, round your elbows. Give yourself a big hug as you bring your elbows and your knees together. Yes, lift the heels still, you guys. Inhale, back bend, working the spine. Let the cat pose happen. Yes, elbows open. Exhale, maybe the other arm on top, elbows and knees. So really use your core here. Yes, good. We'll stretch the feet, I promise. One more time. Inhale for your back bend. Good. And then take your feet on the ground, tops of the feet, and then just have a seat on that, on your heels, and feel kind of the stretch in the front line of your foot. If you are able to, lift your knees an inch so you feel the stretch in the front of your feet. So that can be a little bit intense depending on your ankles. So just feel it out. Yeah, it's tiny. Good. And release. Good work. Hands to the ground. Lots of little kind of movements today. Inhale for cow. Notice how much bigger it is now. Exhale, round. Inhale for cow pose, lengthen. And then exhale, round. Good. Okay, so now find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, arms in front. And then inhale, sit down, chair pose. So now we're building an even greater foundation for our legs and our glutes. So sit back. Make it about like 80% of your effort. So, finding that 20% of rest. All right, hands to your heart. On an inhale, lift up into your tippy toes. Good. Getting ready. Listen carefully. Lift your left heel and just balance on that right leg. So you're a little bit bent, you're a little bit hinged forward. And then lower everything back down. We're going to use this later, I promise. And then everyone lift up to your tippy toes. So we strengthened glutes, legs. Now lift your right heel. Your left knee is bent, your body's hinged forward a little bit. Try to really lift that left heel. You can do this. Yes, and then feet down, heels down. All right, sit back into your chair a little bit deeper. So now we're about like 95% of your work. Strengthen your inner thighs and then take your arms forward. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Listen carefully. Lift your left heel again. Your release is standing splits without lowering your heel. Can you try that? Good. And if your heel comes down, no worries. All right, bring your toes down, just the toes, both of them. Rise back up to your toe stand, and then bring the heels down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back bend. All right, we'll try it again. Sit into your chair, 95% of your work. Focus, and then lift your heels up. Getting ready, bend your right knee, right heel lifts. If you can, super, super slow, the heel doesn't come down, standing splits. You might kind of know where we're going, but just be really slow with it. Keep lifting that left heel, you guys. Good. And toes only, toes down. Lift up, arms. Good, and then heels. That's really good. Lift, arms up. Step your feet wide. And exhale, back bend. All right, from here, we're gonna release your back, interlace the hands, and then interlace the elbows, excuse me. Bend your knees, go down to the left side, and then circle your way up to the right. So there's all these little muscles, connective tissues along your rib cage, along your spine. Try to stretch every part of it out. Yes, very good, you guys. Keep breathing. One more time, same side. When you get to the top, switch the forearm, go down towards the right, and then go up towards the left. Make this as big, as expressive, as feel good as you can. You're trying to find any areas that still feel locked. Good. And then once you get to the top, take the arms to a T shape. Legs are wide, and you're gonna find a twist towards the left, and then go as deep as you can. Maybe hold on to your hips. Yes, good. And then other side, twist like you're a helicopter blade and you're finding the air around you. Good. And release. Everyone lower down to your frog. Arms up. We'll take it to your second crow pose of class. And you're welcome to stay here in frog, just stretch it out or just meditate. And then lift your hips up. Find your frog pose. What we're gonna do here in our crow, is we're gonna do toe taps. So right toes to your right forearm. Bring it back. Left toes to your left forearm and bring it back. So keep trying with that. If you're working on crow, just keep working on it. This is something that you can keep practicing. If you are holding your crow very strongly, do the toe taps. So think in your mind of the tippy toe action and how strong you are. Yes, and if the toe taps aren't working for you, just focus on crow. If you're not wanting to put weight on your hands, just do frog and breathe. What matters is you're staying present. Stay present with it. Very good. We'll all go back to crow after you've taken a break. And what we're gonna do here now is so if you're gonna take your layer and we are going to try to bring both big toes to our forearms. And if that doesn't work, no worries, okay? So let's try it all together. Inhale, shift forward, find your crow, and then toe tap. Oh, it's like not very close, like my toes aren't touching, but it's there, right? So let me see real quick. Go ahead. Yes, Parker. Okay, so there's something nice, Kaylin. I can't see you. You can scoot back a little bit, but it looks like you're doing it. So there's this thing that can happen as you get stronger and you go from crow to a handstand. But this is like the babyest step of it. We're gonna work through it together. So take a look up at my screen for 1 second. All right, so hopefully you can see here, finding the crow. So earlier we were doing just one and just one, and then two. One day it'll touch the forearm and we'll be able to straighten, our legs. So roll the wrists. If you want to give that a try, let's try again. So of course, if your wrists are just like not feeling it, don't worry. You can do a boat pose. All right, so in your mind, picture that you want your legs to straighten one day, right? And you want your hips to be weightless, so then you press up into that beautiful handstand. So, I mean, the pose isn't the goal. The goal is to get stronger, believe in yourself. So keep going. Yes, Avi, doing great. Parker, yeah, you felt it for a second there. I saw you. All right, good work. Let's sit down on the heels. This is very advanced. I'm so proud of you. We've been practicing together for a long time. So I always want to, keep, growing with you guys. So take the hands behind you. Find your heart opener. Just let that feel good. And then exhale, round. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, round. One last. You're sitting onto the heels, your toes are tucked. Inhale and exhale. Good. All right, so now find your wall, please. And what you will do here is you'll find your warrior 3 on the wall. So I have quite a short space, but let's actually do warrior 3, hands down, right foot on the wall. Can we do that? And my knee is going to be bent just because I have a small space, but it doesn't have to be bent. Ideally, it's not bent. And Caitlin, you want your right foot touching the wall. So turn around. Yes. Yes, there you go. Perfect. And hopefully Kyoko and Kendra, you have a wall. If not, you could still do this without it. All right. Scoot back a little bit, Parker, so you're closer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Caitlin, scoot back an inch. And in Avi, scoot your left forward quite a bit because you want that right leg straight. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now what you're gonna do is find your standing split / warrior 3, place your right foot on the wall, and then just lift your left foot either to your knee, like this, or up to the sky. So now you're in the L-shaped handstand. If you don't want to do this, let's do bird dog on the floor. So you're here. If you don't want to be upside down, you're here with me. So right foot, right hand down, left arm forward, right leg back. Okay, let's go. Caitlin, lower your right foot by quite a bit. So only hip height. There you go. Parker, scoot your hands back by a lot. Avi too, yeah. And then perfect, Caitlin, but you need your hands like about a foot back towards the wall. So reassess, right? Like you could kind of see, because you want your shoulders over the hips, it's gonna be scarier. Parker, lower your right leg and have it completely straight. Take your socks off, yeah, if you want. There, Caitlin, you're almost there. Your hands still can go further closer to the wall because now your back is arching a little bit. Take your time, no worries. Readjust. If you're on the ground, just have the knee down, okay? So keep breathing and let's go. Lift it up. Feel it out. There, much better, you guys. Much better. Parker, you could still walk your hands further back. That's okay. And Avi too. But I know it's a lot of work for the shoulders. So I'm so proud of you. You're so strong. And then Caitlin, lift your heels now. The right heel. So yeah, good. The tippy toe work that we've been doing. All right, okay, take a break. Just stretch it out. Look up here. I'm gonna show you what we're doing. So earlier we're here. So look at my heel, it's down, right? I want you to come up onto the tippy toes like what we've been doing. And then eventually there, like you're balancing in the air. So it's a very like safe, I find it to be a very safe, protective entry into handstand because you're not jumping at all. You're merely testing the stack of your spine. So let's try the other leg now. So you did the right leg first. So send the left leg up onto the wall. If you're more in like a down dog shape in your handstand, that's fine. Just keep working on it, right? So don't be afraid to be upside down because your arms are super strong. Yes, Caitlin, that's it. Keep the hips squared. Yes, yes. And then tuck the chin just a little. Yes, ooh, there it is. You got it. Good. Avi, you're almost there. Straighten the bottom, the left leg. Straighten, yes. Try not to open the right hip. There. But then you want your shoulders over the hip or underneath the hips next time. But you guys are seeing like where the strength is happening in your body, where it needs help. Good. Doing really, really good. Then you'll be able to, go up onto tippy toes. Child's poses in between, of course. And rest. Good. Child's pose, if you're through, give it a rest. You're doing so good. All right. We will now find on our knees at the wall. Face the wall now. Inhale for cow pose, lift. Exhale for cat. And then place your hands onto the wall here. You're going to do a puppy pose at the wall. Your forehead and your chest, it's not going to touch the wall. Okay, so just let yourself hang here. You can look side to side. Just make sure that feels good in your shoulders. Good. Lift yourself up and then find a twist. So move your right hand and thread the needle. Use the wall a little bit as leverage. So that the top of the hand is on the wall, and look under the left arm. Try to line up your knees if you can. Good. Back up. Other side. The back of your hand will touch the wall. Thread the needle. Mindful of the elbows here. Try not to hyperextend. Good. Back to that puppy pose on the wall. And release. All right, roll the wrists. I'm going to show you a different entry. All right, a little bit harder. So if you like what we were doing earlier, go back to it. If you want to try something different, maybe in your mind this will work better. Your body will face the same way as you were earlier. This time, you'll tuck your foot on the wall. Okay, so you like standing splits. And then you'll lift your heel in, and then maybe you'll lift that way. So it's like knee to your chest, and then your other leg goes down. So it's just, maybe it might make more sense to you in your mind, or if you like the other one that we did, go for that. Yeah, Caitlin, whoa, that was cool. That was very different. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe you like that one better. Parker, almost there. Your hips are just this far back from your shoulders. So don't be afraid to get them up. You won't fall, I promise. So think of this as a standing splits on the wall. Yes, and then knee to chest. So the bottom knee up as you start to, yes. I am going to gonna spotlight Caitlin real quick. Can you try it again? Just so I can show the class. And obviously this is over time. You'll practice and it'll, so you see how her hands are not too far from the wall. So she'll go into the standing split shape, and then knee to chest on the bottom leg, boom. And then hips, 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 core, there. So there's the line. I see it. Straighten the right arm a bit more, and there. So that's as best, that's what I would love for everyone. If you can try, you don't even have to take your toes off the wall. So you're just building the strength. Thank you, Caitlin. And then maybe try the other leg. Don't worry if it's where you are today. You're just trying. You're increasing your strength. You're increasing your belief, your confidence upside down. So those are the two options. And I like this as the very safe way to practice handstand, because there's no jumping at all. You're finding the balance on your own. Very good. All right, beautiful. And then lower down to the knees. Just know that you can always practice this for next time. So look up here, just a recap. We did the standing or warrior 3 on the wall. So normally my leg would be straight, the L shape, lift the toes, and then there's your handstand, right? And then the other one, standing splits, knee into chest, the other leg goes down, and then eventually. So good. So proud of you. All right, walk back to away from the wall. So let's go back. Sometimes it takes trying things in like different ways to see if you like it. Let's find chair pose. So interestingly enough, in yoga, you need a strong core, strong glutes, strong arms, strong everything, and strong mind especially, and strong breath. So take a deep breath in, chair. On the exhale, arms back. Widen your feet, interlace, chest expansion, back bend, straighten the legs, and exhale. Forward fold with your bind. Take your hands one way and the other. Very good. Inhale, stand up straight. Hug your knees, your right knee into your chest, as high as it will go, and just roll the right ankle. So you guys did so much work today, just kind of winding it down a little. Exhale to a figure four, right knee. Any arm variation here, just feel free to explore your body. You are so amazing. Just knowing all the strong and amazing things your body can do for you, both right now and in the future. Inhale, bring the knee back up. Just roll the right ankle again, one way, the other. And release. We'll switch. Pull up on your left knee. Take your time. Place it directly in front of your hip if you can. Just roll one way, roll the other. Figure four. You want to have your fingertips around your ears if that feels good. Whatever you want to do here, just make it really fun for you. And bring the knee back up, all the way up, hug it in. Roll the ankle one way and the other. And then from here, release. So we'll find tree on the right foot, lift it up. Right leg up. Arms up. And we'll do that twist we did earlier. So hand to the thigh, other hand to the hip or the sacrum, and relax, arms to the sides, and then twist the other way. So it's like an extended tree hold. Open up through the shoulder, hands to heart, and release. Nice. Other side. Pick up your left foot into tree. Just level the hips. Feel out your strength. Now arms up. And then just notice how effortless it is to be right side up rather than upside down. It's just, we're more used to it because that's how we are mostly. So twist towards the leg. Take a hold of the thigh and your hip. Never rule yourself out of what is possible for you. That's definitely an important lesson. Sometimes we disqualify ourselves for things. And then back in, and then to the other side. Hold on to the hip, maybe half bind with the other arm. Good, and then arms up, slowly release. Face the front of your mat, inhale, arms up, exhale, back bend. And then right away, pick up your left leg, find your dancer's pose. If you wish to go for bow pose, keep kicking the leg high as you reach forward. Inhale, gracefully rise up, and you'll switch. Right hand back. And dancers. Or bow pose. Little bend in the elbow. And inhale, rise. Exhale, back down. Inhale, arms up. Good work, you guys. Exhale, have a seat onto the heels. From here into our boat pose. Lower down. Lift your knees, lift your shins. Readjust if you need. And then breathe. No need to extend the legs today. Just keep opening up through the chest. Keep rounding in. Open up through your back. You can do this. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. And right away into your pigeon pose. So right shin forward, left knee down, and adjust. So finding your hip opening, adjust if you need. You can always lay down onto your back. So as much as you can, just try to relax down. There's lots of variations you can take here. And then everyone, please place your hands on the ground, slide to your left knee, and bring your right leg forward for your half splits. Flex your right toes. You'll notice you're a lot more hopefully open than when you started, especially in the right hamstring. And then we'll all go for the quad stretch. Bend the right knee, plant your left hand down. Inhale, circle the right arm up. And then if you wish, capture your left foot. Release. There's always an option for splits there if you want. Otherwise, we'll all slowly switch. Bring the left shin forward and the right knee, right thigh down. Don't worry about forcing your hip into any shape. Just do what feels good. You want your joints to be protected. But then try to have equal distribution of weight through both hips. So you might want to press into your right thigh a little bit. Try to relax your face, relax your eyes, your eyebrows. And then from here, we'll all place your hands onto the ground, slide onto your right knee, extend the left leg in front of you, scoot it forward, and then flex. And then slowly bend into your left knee, very safe. Inhale to lift the left arm up, and then hold on to your right foot. So you open up through the left side body. Good, very good. And gently release any split that you did. Do it on this side, take your time. And then everyone, let's all lay down onto your back. And once you're laying down, right, point your palms up to the sky, but in front of you. Or rather, fingers up to the sky. Yeah, better. And then inhale, open up through the arms. to a T. And then exhale, give yourself a hug as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Just again, stretching the spine. Inhale, arms to a T, and then exhale, elbows together, curl up. Good. Let it go, lay down, hands by your sides. On an inhale, lift the hips for your bridge. If you have blocks, it'd be nice to put it down underneath the sacrum. Hands to your low back if you want. Maybe a wheel pose if your wrists can still do that. We did a lot on the wrist today. Just listen to your body. Then everyone slowly come down. Draw your knees into your chest. Send your legs straight up to the sky. Roll the ankles. And wrap your right knee over the left knee. Now that your legs are crossed, it doesn't have to, the knees don't have to be stacked, but if you can, hold on to the feet for reclined cow face pose. You will feel this in the outer hip. Don't force anything, just let go. And let the legs rise back up. Sorry, my brain is like, left knee over the right, and then hold on to the feet. And once you're there, take the legs up to the sky, and then find your happy baby now. And then here, of course, you can take a inner thigh stretch. We didn't do any warrior twos, any triangles, so if you want to hold this stretch a little longer, you can. Good. Inhale, legs back up. You can stay here, find legs up the wall, or find a plow pose. Right, so just do what feels good. And then wherever you are, you'll slowly unwind to happy baby, and then unwind all the way to your Shavasana. And then remember, you can always take Shavasana with legs up the wall. Make some room for your body. Take a deep breath in. And then a cleansing exhale out. Just rest. Inhale in. Audible exhale out. Place one hand to your heart, one hand to your navel. And then rest here for the next few minutes. As you rest in your Shavasana, just let yourself relax. Allow your breathing to be soft, nourishing. Let your entire body just melt. Allow whatever to come up just to pass. Continue to find that quiet space where you feel safe, you feel connected to your intuition, and that you feel at peace. And whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale, breath in, nourish your body with this inhale. And then open mouth, exhale, just let it all go, relax. you wish to start moving, you can start to awaken fingers and toes. Roll your hips, your ankles, your wrists and your ankles. And then maybe outstretch the arms, give yourself a big hug, wrap your arms around yourself, and then slowly roll off to one side here, where you will find a seat. Once you're seated, just roll the neck one way and the other. Look over one shoulder and the other. And inhale, lift the arms up, look up, and you bow forward, sealing in our practice. From my heart to yours, namaste.